all across America and around the world. This is Veterans Radio. This is Veterans Radio.
Welcome to Veterans Radio. I am Jim Fausone. I'm the officer of the deck today. We've got some great programs for you. I think you'll find very interesting. We always want to remind you can find more about Veterans Radio at its Facebook site or by going to veteransradio.net, where we're on the web 24/7. You can find a lot of our podcasts there as well. We post new ones every Tuesday, so you can get a new story, a new interview, something you didn't know before by going to veteransradio.net. And before we get started, we want to thank our sponsors. First up, we want to thank National Veteran Business Development Council, nvbdc.org. It was established to certify both service-disabled and veteran-owned businesses. You'll find out how they can help your business by going to nvbdc.org. We also want to thank Eisenhower Center. It's a brain injury recovery center. Learn more about eisenhowercenter.com. They're located in Michigan and in Florida. We want to thank Legal Help for Veterans. Legal Help for Veterans fights for veterans' disability rights all across the nation. You can reach them at 800-693-4800 or on the web at legalhelpforveterans.com. Contact us if you'd like to be a sponsor on Veterans Radio, and let's move on to our program. We want to welcome to Veterans Radio today. I'm not sure we've had a four-star on before, but General Larry O. Spencer, retired from the United States Air Force. General, welcome to Veterans Radio.
Thank you so much. I'm ecstatic to be here. Looking forward to the conversation. And so thank you so much.
Well, we're glad to have you on, General. And if you have a moment, I'd like to also talk about with you, General Spencer, what you're currently doing for the Armed Forces Benefit Association. You are the president of AFBA, and we haven't ever talked to anybody from there, and I'd like to know a little bit more about what the Armed Forces Benefit Association is and does.
Sure. Yeah, it's fascinating, and I'm really proud to be here. So if you just take you back for a second, back during World War II, folks were dying, military members were dying in war, but what a lot of folks aren't aware is that in a lot of cases, particularly back then, life insurance policies would not pay off if you were killed in war. It was called a war clause. And so the Armed Forces Benefit Association was created as a benefit organization assisted by then General Eisenhower, and the initial office was actually in the basement of the Pentagon. And their primary purpose back then was to offer the benefit of low-cost term life insurance for military members with no war clause, and that eventually got expanded to no terrorism clause as well. And so over the years, AFBA has grown to offer the benefit of life insurance term life insurance along with other benefits as well to our members. And it's grown to, over 500,000 members. And so it's a really great organization, and it has expanded to not only military, but those that are first responders as well. And so our mission is to support those that support the nation. And so, and we're a nonprofit, so that really helps us to keep our costs down to members. So yeah, it's a great organization. I appreciate being here because I still get the satisfaction of serving our nation, serving those that serve this great country. And so yeah, it is a great organization. The benefits that we provide are really great. And so, yeah, I would encourage anyone to check it out if they're interested in the benefits that AFBA provides.
Yeah, and I would as well, because I was surprised. I mean, now it's also Insurance Project health plans, life planning. Can you talk about the different categories of products that are available by AFBA?
Sure. Anyone can go out on our webpage, afba.com or .org, I'm sorry. And as you mentioned one as an example, we have a very impressive financial planning guide that's free. You can download it for free. That actually takes you through, everything from, managing a checkbook to estate planning, to life insurance. And so we provide that as a benefit, for example, to anyone who wants to use it. We have benefits that range from, if you want to, get a discount on rental cars or, other areas such as that, being a member of AFBA allows you those type of benefits. But obviously our primary benefit is the benefit of low-cost term life insurance, again, that I think most members of the military and Guard, Reserve, and those that are first responders would really benefit. I think it would really benefit them taking a look at it.
Well, one of the other benefits or programs available that I thought was particularly unique, and we're talking to General Larry Spencer, who's the president of AFBA, was you offer a TRICARE supplement plan, and that's not something you're normally going to see when talking to an insurance company or a benefits company. So, that's really unique to folks and something that they may need and not realize is even out there.
No, exactly. And I'll be honest with you. Again, I not long ago turned 65, and I was shocked. I should have known this. I didn't know this, but once you turn 65, whether you like it or not, you have to go on Medicare, which means, you don't stroll into a base or an installation hospital with your ID card anymore. It doesn't mean you can't get appointments, but you go in with your Medicare card. But the difference is because Medicare in most cases doesn't cover 100% of your medical requirements. The TRICARE that you use your entire career, now it becomes what they call a gap insurance, or in other words, covers the difference between what Medicare provides or other health insurance. So, for example, those that have health insurance with the company they work for, the TRICARE gap insurance, if I can use that term, picks up the expense of what the primary medical care doesn't cover.
Yeah, this is all pretty confusing stuff. Yeah. And unless you're talking to somebody who understands the military background and lingo, because we've done this with some hospitals and whatnot, they go, TRICARE, what are you talking about? Right. I mean, you got to have somebody who's got your back on this insurance stuff, who understands these programs. And as I say, I was really surprised when checking out AFBA.com and the products, seeing this TRICARE supplement plan, and said, boy, there are folks who this is right up their alley. They probably don't even know this opportunity exists. So really, really interesting product line there in the healthcare plans.
Yeah, and by the way, I was National Life Insurance Day was back in September, so I did a little research for that. I was surprised to find out that 50% of Americans don't have adequate life insurance. 50%, and so that's a real problem. So you're right. One of the things that troubled me, I guess, during my military time was the expectations we have on young folks coming to the military. I mean, folks graduate high school one day, they're in the military the next, and we expect them to understand how to manage a checkbook. We expect them to understand, life insurance. We expect them to understand all these things that no one has taught them.
Right.
Right. Particularly now that we have the blended retirement system with 401k. Yeah, that's great. But who's going to teach them what that means and how they should take advantage of it? So, one of the things that we're really proud of here at AFBA is we offer to sit down face to face with members of our military or first responders and help walk them through. We're not trying to push anything on anyone. We're just trying to make sure they understand what they have and then and show them what we have to see if it's something that might benefit them.
Yeah, that's right. As a nonprofit, you don't have to push anything on them. You're
Correct.
not trying to turn that. You're trying to help them. And another product that you guys offer that I thought was, again, one of those things where, like, okay, people have to know about this, is your long-term care program. Unfortunately, many people will need long-term care insurance or coverage, and I think they don't understand it, and it can be pretty confusing. So it was nice to see that that's also something that AFBA offers.
Yeah, and that one hits home because, my father passed away, and my mother got to a point where she had to go into assisted living facility. My brothers and sisters, we would say, yeah, that we're all for it, but then we went and looked at the cost of that and said, my goodness, how are we going to pay for this? We hadn't thought about long-term health care for my mother. We certainly hadn't thought about it for us, but it's something that we all need to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, General, I appreciate you spending some time again today with Veterans Radio, not only to talk about your unusual life journey, and we didn't get a chance to talk about all the successes, but we got a lot of life lessons out, and then also time to talk about AFBA and what's available. And I encourage folks to not only check out the book Dark Horse, but also check out what he's doing now at afba.com. So, General, thanks for your time today.
Thank you so much, and my website is generallarryspencer.com if someone wants to check out what I'm up to and follow what I'm doing. So I really appreciate your time, and I so much appreciate what you're doing for our veterans. So thank you so much.
And I want to thank everybody for listening to Veterans Radio today. I am Jim Fausone. It's been a pleasure to be your host. I'm a veterans disability lawyer at Legal Help for Veterans, and you can reach us at 800-693-4800 or legalhelpforveterans.com on the web. You can follow Veterans Radio on Facebook and listen to its podcasts and internet radio shows by going to veteransradio.net. And until next time, you are dismissed.
If you have a VA claim denied by the Board of Veterans' Appeals, contact Legal Help for Veterans at 1-800-693-4800. They're experts in handling cases before the U.S. Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims. Their number again, 1-800-693-4800.
We again want to thank our national sponsors, the National Veterans Business Development Council, NVBDC.org, Eisenhower Center, VA Ann Arbor Health Care System, the Vietnam Veterans of America Charles S. Kettles Chapter, Ann Arbor, Michigan, VFW Graf O'Hara Post 423 in Ann Arbor, and the American Legion Press Corn Post 46, also in Ann Arbor. They keep us on the air, as does your support. Go to Facebook, go to veteransradio.net, and support our efforts. And until next time, you are dismissed.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.